Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I'm Malik Hodge, and this is War Alert. Welcome. This is where we look at current events through the lens of the Injil, the Gospel of Revelations, which gives us detailed information on what's taking place in the world and what's going to take place from the unsealed scriptures of the Bible. Brothers and sisters, today we're going to be looking at and critiquing student minister Ishmael Muhammad's lecture on July the 6th of the Ion, the NOI that has been turned backwards by the chief demon Louis Farrakhan fraudcast. Brothers and sisters, on this part of the lecture was spoken on the Son of Perdition, and we're going to address what and who the Son of Perdition is versus the lie that student minister Ishmael Muhammad is stating. Alright, brothers and sisters. 2 Thessalonians 2, 3 through 7. This is where we're going to begin. We're going to follow up with verses further along in Thessalonians after we listen to student minister Ishmael Muhammad. However, let us begin. Let no one deceive you by any means, for that day will not come unless the falling away comes first, and the man of sin is revealed, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he sits as God in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Do you not remember that when I was still with you, I told you these things? And now you know what is restraining, that he may be revealed in his own time. For the mystery of the lawlessness is already at work, and only he who now restrains will do so until he is taken out of the way. Brothers and sisters, the falling away happened in 1975. The falling away is when the Nation of Islam was beheaded by Wallace and Louis Farrakhan. The Nation of Islam fell away because it was destroyed. It no longer existed. It had no leadership, no leader. It was beheaded. Louis Farrakhan, I can't think of the name, the other name he went by at this time. And Wallace Muhammad denounced the messenger and Master Fard Muhammad and started the Balalians, taking and turning the Nation of Islam backwards, worshiping Sunnism, destroyed the Nation of Islam, got rid of all the Nation of Islam assets, stole the money of the members, and got rid of everything, the teachings, everything from Elijah Muhammad. Louis Farrakhan worked hand in hand with Wallace on the destruction of the Nation of Islam. So the Nation of Islam fell away. Now, Louis Farrakhan, brothers and sisters, was the mouthpiece of Elijah Muhammad. What he said, he was the national spokesperson, left in charge. So he had word, he had say. However, he did not take the leadership position. He didn't speak against Wallace when Wallace made the claim that the assets of the Nation of Islam belong to his father, the messenger, Elijah Muhammad. The assets of the Nation of Islam were in the Nation of Islam's name. However, brothers and sisters, in reading the counterintelligence program, the counter-pro objectives, they wanted and had to get the Nation of Islam into probate court so they can extract, get their hands on the assets of the Nation of Islam. So, brothers and sisters, Louis Farrakhan did not take the leadership role and allowed Wallace to come in, who he knew Wallace was outcast, was banned it from the Nation of Islam by the messenger because he was teaching other than what the messenger taught. He was saying that he was teaching that Sunni Muslim mess then. So, in knowing that, Louis Farrakhan still allowed Wallace to take leadership of the Nation of Islam. Now, brothers and sisters and brothers, the Nation of Islam was no longer there. They were called the Balalians. And after the setting up of the Balalians, Louis Farrakhan came about. That's why I said the falling away. And the man, that's a plural, singular. And the man, not the men, the man of sin is revealed. The son of perdition. Brothers and sisters, the man of sin. All right. The man of sin means the man was weak and wicked. He's sinful by nature. So let us look at this. Brothers and sisters, Louis Farrakhan, father, is a Caucasian white man named Percival Clark, who's from Barbados, whose Farrakhan says parents are Sephardic Jews. Brothers and sisters, the man of sin means he's weak and wicked by nature. So Louis Farrakhan is the son of a devil. Meaning he is a devil who is weak and wicked by nature. And the son of perdition. He's from the synagogue. He's the son of Satan. He's of the synagogue of Satan. He's a direct lineage son, a direct son, child of a Sephardic Jew. He's of the synagogue of Satan. That's what the scripture is sharing. Now, brothers and sisters, let's go back. So, we know he's a man of sin. The man of sin is revealed when? After the Nation of Islam is destroyed. After it's beheaded. He's the son of perdition, right? He's the son of Satan. The son of the synagogue of Satan. Who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he sits in the temple of God. Yes, 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 yes. Brothers and sisters, sharing that he is sent. He sits in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Sisters and brothers, it did not Louis Farrakhan say he's a young God? That he's the Christ? He's the man of God. Sisters and brothers, Ishmael Muhammad shared clearly that Master Farad Muhammad and Elijah Muhammad called their place of study temples. So Louis Farrakhan is sitting in the temple of God. Who started the Nation of Islam? Master Farad Muhammad, the God. Who's sitting in the leadership position of the Nation of Islam in God's temple, which the man of sin has changed the temples into mosque, turning your head back to your enemies, turning your head away from the truth, selling you Sunnism, telling you that the originator is the God. That Master Farad Muhammad, being flesh and blood, you're not to worship the flesh. That's what the Son of Perdition is sharing. Now, brothers and sisters, we're going to address, before we go, one more idea before we allow the lie, the traitor, student Ishmael to speak. It states here, remember that when I was still with you, I told you these things. The messenger told us that Louis Farrakhan was going to be his biggest hypocrite. He told us. And Louis Farrakhan told you that the messenger shared that he was going to be a hypocrite. He was going to be his biggest hypocrite. He told him at the table. Now, I could play that. However, sisters and brothers, it says the messenger was restraining these and now you know what is restraining, that he may be revealed in his own time. So the messenger was restraining these characters, these individuals, these agents that was trying to get at the messenger all alone. So the one restraining, he said, I was restraining him while I was there. But he will be revealed in his own time. That means after the messenger was taken out the way. And he may be revealed in his own time, for the mystery of the lawlessness is already at work. The lawlessness. It's already at work. His lying and deceiving and turning the NOI backwards. He's carried out every counter pro objective. All right, brothers and sisters. So, let us listen to the line Ishmael. Then we'll address that.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. He's been hiding for a long time too. So the day of the Lord is marked by this man of sin, this son of perdition being exposed, unmasked, revealed. In order for the people to go free, they have to know who the devil is. They have to know who Satan is. They have to know who God is. And the knowledge of God and the devil is what frees the minds of the people. And then the lawless one will be revealed, whom the Lord will overthrow with the breath of his mouth and destroyed by the splendor of his coming. How does he destroy Satan with the breath of his mouth? Since Satan deceived the whole world and has the people under lies and falsehood, then the mouth and the breath of God is truth. And the truth condemns the falsehood. The truth exposes the lies. So he's destroying Satan, his lies, his falsehood, his deceit with the power of the truth that comes from his mouth, fulfilling what Jesus said. You shall know the truth, and the truth will what? The truth shall what? The truth shall what? So we've been in the prison of a lie. The coming of the lawless one will be in accordance with how Satan works. He will use all sorts of displays of power through signs and wonders that serve the lie. And with every wicked deception directed against those who are perishing because they refused the love of the truth that would have saved them. Wow. Once you're introduced to truth, hold it close. Guard it. Because Satan wants to take the truth after you receive it, take it up out of you so he can continue to rule over you. So once you have been and I have been released from the prison of falsehood and lies, don't reject the truth, throw it away, and go back to the prison of lies. Truth has to be protected. Truth has to be guarded.
All right, brothers and sisters. Now, let's get down straight to it and bring this to a close. Brothers and sisters, protect truth. Don't let the truth come to you, and the man of sin will take the truth from you. So you got to guard the truth. So I'm going to go from his version of the scripture. And then the lawless one will be revealed, who the Lord will overthrow with the breath of his mouth, and destroy by the splendor, the coming, with the splendor of his coming. Brothers and sisters, the Lord is the messenger of the covenant. The one that is speaking, teaching, and sharing with us the covenant of Abraham. The Abraham covenant. And our vision of Abraham. Sharing with us that God has given us a land of our own. However, brothers and sisters, that land is the promised land, Arabia, which the student minister Ishmael Muhammad will not utter. I'm going to show this in the next presentation, however it is. We're going to show just one presentation. I'm going to just show you how both times, or he mentioned the covenant in 3 different ways in this program. And each time he stops in the same place when speaking on the vision, and never speaks on the covenant. However, the messenger of the covenant is exposing the son of perdition with the spirit of his mouth, the truth that is coming from his mouth. And as you listen to student minister Ishmael Muhammad telling you that in reverse, that the son of perdition is being exposed first, and then causing the falling away. That's directly contradiction to the scripture that we just read, brothers and sisters. A direct contradiction. The scripture states clearly, let no one deceive you by any means, for that day will not come unless the falling away comes first. So how is the man of sin being revealed, that is revealing Satan and the devil and all this, and that's causing you to fall away from Satan and the devil? It's a direct lie. It said, let no man deceive you. So the one saying that the falling away is happening, being caused by the son of perdition or something else, is the one lying. And then, brothers and sisters, gets into, do not let them take the truth from you. We're going to share this, and then we're going to bring this to an end. Who's keeping it? Who's blocking the truth? Who's the liar? Who's stealing from the nation? Who hasn't produced anything? Who has shared with you that the Nation of Islam is dead? And why it's dead? We're going to let you, each and every counterintelligence objective has been carried out by Louis Farrakhan. Brothers and sisters, then we're going to bring this to an end. Let's keep this short and let you look at the truth that's being shared with you versus the lies that Ishmael Muhammad and the compromised Ion, the nation, the NOI who's been turned backwards by the chief demon, is sharing. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I hate, excuse me, I left. Don't worry about it, brothers and sisters. As long as y'all can hear.
Although the Nation of Islam, does not presently advocate violence by its members, the group does preach hatred of the white race and racial separatism. The membership of the Nation of Islam is organized and poses a real racial threat. The Nation of Islam is responsible for the largest black nationalist newspaper, which has been used by other black extremists. The Nation of Islam appears to be the personal fiefdom of Elijah Muhammad. When he dies, a power struggle can be expected and the Nation of Islam could change direction. We should be prepared for this eventuality. We should plan how to change the philosophy of the Nation of Islam to one of strictly religious and self-improvement orientation, deleting the race hatred and separate nationhood aspects. In this connection, Chicago should consider what counterintelligence action might be needed now or at the time of Elijah Muhammad's death to bring about such a change in Nation of Islam philosophy. Important considerations should include the identity, strengths, and weaknesses of any contenders for Nation of Islam leadership. What are the positions of our bureau deletion informants in regard to leadership? How could potential leaders be turned or neutralized? The alternative to changing the philosophy of the Nation of Islam is the destruction of the organization. This might be accomplished through generating factionalism among the contenders for Elijah Muhammad's leadership or through legal action in probate court on his death. Chicago should consider the question of how to generate the factionalism necessary to destroy the Nation of Islam by splitting into several groups. Bureau deletion. Do you think that the FBI just folded and walked away? Read this document carefully. Did not the FBI accomplish each of their goals? Did not Farrakhan deliver everything the FBI wanted? We should plan to change the philosophy of the Nation of Islam to one of strictly religious and self-improvement orientation. Sunniism, Scientology. Deleting the race hatred. Don't call devils anymore. Deleting the separate nationhood aspects. We ain't going nowhere. No existing economic program. The reason why these facts are ignored is because those that surround him are demons, fools, idolaters and FBI agent handlers who make sure he stays on track.
All right, brothers and sisters. Let me get this.
Yes. When the Muslims were alive, I'll say it again. When the Muslims were alive, you dead as hell now on both sides.
Yes, sir, brother man. Yes, you are. Yes, sir.
That's real, brother. That's real. Both sides. That's real.
Wake us up, dear apostle.
When we was alive, we set up schools.
That's right.
When we were alive, we had supermarkets.
Right.
We owned buildings.
That's right.
We owned farmland.
That's right.
We were busy doing something, hiring our people. Well, I'm telling the Muslims, damn it, if you don't come alive, you will die like you are. And I will say, thank you, Allah, because if they're not doing nothing on top of the earth, let the worms eat their ass.
Let's see. Excuse me, brothers and sisters.